Hi, this is Linda, and I'm doing a new series now called Talking in American English. And this is lesson 1 called A Walk in the Park. In this new series, I will still teach grammar and pronunciation, but it will be inside a setting and a context so that I'm not just using random grammar rules and random pronunciation rules and random examples. So in the conversation part, sometimes I will have another person with me, but today it's going to be just me as a monologue talking about a walk in the park. And along with the study for today, I wanted to show you a couple of things that I will include in the conversation. One is synonyms for the word nice, especially when you're talking about a nice day or nice things that you see: clear, pleasant, beautiful, lovely, invigorating, refreshing, balmy. These are not the only synonyms for nice, but they're the ones I'll be using in this video. And it will be a chance for you to maybe get a few new vocabulary words. Also, I'm going to talk about one idiom in particular and a few that are related to it, because a walk in the park is also an idiom. And it's used when someone has a job to do. Maybe your employer says, I want you to do this job, this task, and you are very confident that you can do it well. You might say, it's a walk in the park. So I made this list of videos that are similar to that. It will be a walk in the park, no problem. It's a piece of cake. It'll be very easy. It's a breeze to do that. It's as easy as pie. It's a cinch. Or no problem. It's no problem. Meaning we're very confident that we can get it done. Now, if your boss says, I have a task for you to do, but it is no walk in the park, that means the boss thinks it's not going to be easy for you to do, and you'll have to try really hard. So as we watch this video, this will be about a real walk in a real park. And I do ask that after you watch the video, if you will put in comments 2 things. 1, do you like this format better than the other format? I can switch back if you like the other format better. Also, I would like to know what settings you would prefer the next conversational videos be about. Maybe going to a restaurant, or going shopping for groceries, or in a department store, or visiting the post office. Maybe something about American politics and how we have elections. Maybe something about some other common everyday activity, or a walk through an apartment, or a walk through a house, walk through a common neighborhood. Maybe a visit to a veterinarian's clinic or a doctor's office. Anything that you'd like to do, just let me know in comments, and if you have something that I can do, then I will try to include that in the next video, or a future video anyway, as soon as I can get it ready. I think this will be interesting and informative and maybe fun. I hope so. But I do need your comments to know what direction to go. So I'll appreciate it if I hear from you soon. And now let's take a walk together. Early in the morning, I leave my apartment and go next door to the city park. It is a lovely day. The sky is clear and blue. It is balmy weather, not yet hot, with a gentle breeze. The park is new, so the trees are not tall. The grass is thick and green and has just been mowed. The air makes me feel more awake. It is invigorating. I begin my walk here, just outside the gate, turning to the left to walk around the large circle, or actually it is more like a square, of the wide sidewalk. Now I'm at the opposite corner of the large circle, looking back where I have just walked. Cooling shadows still cover part of the sidewalk. Later in the day, the hot sun will shine on all this area. No people are out yet, but they will soon come, as it will be too hot for a pleasant walk outside in about an hour. But right now it is refreshing. I am at the intersection of the circle leading to the playground, or a stretch of sidewalk that will lead me to the butterfly garden. As I look back, I can see one person in the distance who is entering the park just as I had done earlier. Turning to my right, I am looking back to the side of the park. You can see a neighborhood street with cars parked on the street. This is garbage day, so homeowners have put their garbage cans on the edge of the street for the garbage trucks to pick up later this morning. This happens twice a week in this city. Each city has its own schedule, and once a week the homeowners put out a different can that is only for items that can be recycled. As I continue around the circle or square, I see in the distance the sidewalk that leads to the butterfly garden. You may notice the large green cans along the way. Some of the cans are just for trash. There are picnic tables under the pavilion a little to the right. There are several large cans that can also have a box on a pole next to them. There are more cans here than normal, but the extra cans are for those who bring their pets to the park. They are required to dispose of any droppings from their pets. Here is the box for use by pet owners. There is a mutt mitt available for free. Mutt is a very casual word for dog. Mitt is short for mitten or glove. Pet owners are supposed to use these little plastic bags called mutt mitts to pick up their pets' droppings while keeping their hands clean. Then they tie up the bag and drop it in the special garbage can. People called groundskeepers come around regularly and take away the trash from both the garbage cans and the mitt cans. Here is a close view of the playground. The ground is covered with tiny bits of soft material to protect children in case of a fall. I have now arrived at the beautiful butterfly garden. It is not very large, but it is long and narrow, with flowers that are supposed to attract butterflies. Here's a picture I took of a butterfly in the garden. I had to enlarge the picture so it isn't very clear. I have not seen bumblebees at the garden before, but today they are enjoying the nectar in the flowers as well. There were many of them buzzing around the flowers as I walked by. I didn't get too close. Bumblebees are not aggressive, so I wasn't afraid of them. But just in case, I stayed away. If one happens to be frightened, it might sting me, and it is not a pleasant experience. It hurts. There is a city office building in the park area. It is not open yet today. In front of it are the flags of the United States and of Texas. Notice that the flags are at the same height. The only state in the U.S. that can fly its flag at the same height as the U.S. flag is Texas. That is because before Texas became a state, it was a separate nation or country. Texas voted to become a state instead of being a separate country in 1845. In the parking lot of the city building, there are 2 places to charge an electric car. People can use a credit card to charge their cars here. It is available for anyone. There are a few other places in town that have these. including the public library. I am leaving the park now and walking back up this sidewalk to my apartment. The stone wall to the left is a structure with 3 sides. Inside are large garbage bins. The people who live in the apartments, called residents, put their garbage in these bins. 2 or 3 times a week, a garbage truck comes up to the 4th side of this structure that is open. It lifts the bins and dumps the garbage into the back of the truck to be taken to the city dump. Walking around inside the apartment complex, I pass the swimming pool. It opens later at 10 a.m. and is very popular in the evening after the children are out of school and the adults are home from work. I take my grandson here sometimes. This is where we pick up our mail. Once a day, except Sunday, the postal worker puts our mail in these boxes. Each resident has a key to a box. There are little openings or slots where we can put outgoing mail also. When pet owners take their pets outside, they are required to keep their pets on a leash. This is a small dog park where residents can let their dogs run around without a leash. The city also has larger ones. Now I am completing my walk by going down these stairs and across a parking lot to my apartment. It has been a splendid day for a refreshing walk. I am glad you joined me.